next escape we're going to do is, I guess a lot of people call it Kesakatami, which is a judo pin. And it's kind of a side headlock position where the guy is controlling your arm. So if they don't have control of the arm, the escape is much, much easier if they're not holding the arm. But with the guy holding the arm, makes it very, very uncomfortable. It's very difficult to turn on your side, especially if the guy's big and heavy on top. They can keep you flat on your back to pin you. So he's got me in the side headlock, and now what happens is he has his arm under control. Okay, so since he's got my arm under control, the first thing I want to do is I want to secure my arm. Okay, last thing I want to do is leave this arm out here dangling so that he can start to push it in between his legs, because from here, if he starts to push it in between his legs, no matter where I turn it, there's always a way to break it, right? So if I do it like this, he can catch my wrist. If I do it like this, he can step over like this. If I do it like this, he can put his knee down on top of my wrist and break it. So first thing I always want to do is I secure my arm, okay, so that he can't break my arm. Now, from this situation here, we also have to think about self-defense, right? I don't want to just hold my arm here and allow him to be able to punch me in the face. A lot of guys will just hold you here and squeeze you, and then every now and then they'll free an arm and punch you in the face. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to tuck my chin, and my arms, I'm going to stretch my arms together and kind of lift up. So I'm not trying to throw him over me. I'm just engaging my arms and lifting, and what you'll see is, if we scoot over this way, what you'll see is it kind of changes the angle of this arm. So if I'm here and he wants to touch my face, just open palm and see if you can touch my face, right? Very easy for him to touch my face. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to tuck my chin and I do this. So if he's going to hit me, he's going to hit the top of my head. So I'd much rather him hitting the top of my head than my face, okay? He punches me in the top of the head, good chance he's just going to break his hand. It'll hurt. I might get a couple lumps, but he's going to break his hand, okay? So tuck my chin, arms here. So that now he can't break my arm, and also it changes the angle of his attack. It changes the angle that he can punch me, okay? So from here, I'm going to walk my hips close to him, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bridge. So from here, I lock my arms. Everything's connected to him. So my arms aren't even going to do any work. Everything comes from the hip and my legs. Walk in close. When I bridge, I'm going to bridge directly over my shoulder. Okay? So I don't try to throw him up first and then take him over. I'm not going to try to change direction mid-move. Okay? All I'm going to do is from here, I'm going to bridge him over my shoulder. Once we go here, same thing, hands down. And if he insists on holding my head, then I can mount, free the head, and then go for the arm lock. Okay? So he's got me here. Secure my arm so he can't arm lock me. I'm going to tuck my chin, and I'm already stretching my arms. What this does too is it already kind of takes him off balance. Here he can kind of sit back on me, right? And start to pull weight on me. As soon as I do this, as soon as I stretch my arms, a lot of his weight already comes off me, and he doesn't feel so comfortable. You feel any comfortable anymore?
No.
Not at all, right? You want to sit back. You want to try to sit back on me. So from here, I'm already making him uncomfortable. So now I walk my hips in, and I just bridge over my shoulder. This movement is all in the angle. The bridge is all in the angle. If I take him in the right direction, which basically is kind of like the 1 o'clock position. Okay, if I take him in the right direction, he's going to feel like air. He's going to feel so light. If I do it wrong, he's going to be very, very heavy. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm not trying to throw him across my body. If I try to throw him across my body, it's going to be impossible. It's going to be so heavy. I want to make sure that I throw him directly up over my shoulder, almost like the 1 o'clock position. Okay, so one more time, and you guys can see what I do with my hips. So I'm here, tuck my chin, and I lift my, look what I do is I walk my legs close to him. So from here, if I lift my hip, I don't have much leverage, but from here, once I go here now, when I lift my hip, so I'm closer to him, I have a lot more leverage on him. I have a lot more leverage on his body. Okay, so you always want to make sure you kind of walk your hips close and then bridge right over your shoulder.